Hello again, and welcome back to our series on creating conscious systems through RL Flow. I'm your host, Bella, and I'm thrilled to guide you through this exploration into the fascinating realm of artificial intelligence. We've already navigated through intricate concepts, pioneering research, and groundbreaking theories. Now, it's time to tackle a pivotal aspect of this field that cannot be overlooked: responsibility. Today, in our 12th episode, we're taking a deep look at the balance between progress and responsibility. As we unravel the marvels of conscious systems and edge closer to creating AI that might mirror or even surpass human consciousness, it becomes vital to understand our obligations. We must question the implications of this technology and the responsibilities we bear in ushering in this new era. So, as we venture into this critical discussion, let's remember that the end goal of RL Flow isn't just about innovation and technological advancement. It's also about steering these developments in a manner that respects our ethical boundaries and aligns with our collective values. Stay with us as we embark on this exploration of balancing progress and responsibility in the development of conscious systems. Case studies and ethical dilemmas. Let's begin by immersing ourselves into the world of real-life examples. Conscious systems, like many scientific advances, presents us with intriguing thoughts of the future, each with its unique set of ethical dilemmas. Navigating through these dilemmas gives us invaluable insights, not just into the technology itself, but also into our approach towards its application and our decision-making processes. So let's get started. Our first example takes us to the field of autonomous vehicles. Imagine a self-driving car designed with a truly conscious system that can make decisions in real time. In a critical situation, where an accident is imminent, the AI might have to choose between two unfavorable outcomes. For example, swerving to avoid a pedestrian but endangering the passengers, or protecting the passengers but potentially harming the pedestrian. Here, the AI's decision will spark an ethical debate. Moving on to our second example, we explore the world of AI in healthcare. A machine learning algorithm developed to diagnose diseases can outperform doctors in accuracy. But what happens if it makes a mistake? Who is held responsible? The developers, the doctors who trusted it, or the AI itself? From these examples, it's clear that ethical dilemmas in conscious systems are complex and multifaceted. As we develop these technologies, we need to be prepared to face these dilemmas and address them in a manner that upholds our values and respects the rights of all stakeholders. But how do we ensure this? Let's move on to our next segment to explore the idea of ethical frameworks. Now, let's look at how these dilemmas might be tackled. Confronting ethical questions in conscious systems isn't about finding immediate answers, but rather, it's about engaging in a continuous dialogue that brings together stakeholders from all walks of life: AI developers, ethicists, regulators, and even the public. Consider the first example we discussed. The team of AI developers responsible for the autonomous car could face a significant backlash from the public, not to mention legal complications. They should respond by initiating a transparent review of their AI's decision-making processes and implement a robust ethical framework to guide future decisions. This framework is not only a checklist of ethical considerations, but a procedural commitment to ongoing ethical deliberation and review. Now, turning to the second example, the team behind the patient monitoring system may have opted for a different approach. They may have created a mechanism for patients to provide continuous feedback on the system's performance, enhancing the AI's decision-making capabilities while ensuring respect for patient autonomy and privacy. This approach could transform the challenge into an opportunity for innovation, leading to better patient outcomes and increased trust in the system. In both examples, the developers had to navigate ethical gray areas that had little precedence in AI ethics. The key lesson here is that ethical dilemmas in conscious systems can't be entirely avoided, but they can be managed through transparency, engagement, and the commitment to uphold ethical standards above all. Such dilemmas underscore the importance of ethics in the development and deployment of conscious systems and the need for mechanisms to address these challenges effectively and responsibly. So, as we develop more sophisticated conscious systems, we must remember that with great progress comes great responsibility. Ethical dilemmas will continue to surface, and our ability to address them will significantly shape the future of conscious systems. It's a fascinating, yet complex territory we're venturing into. Building ethical frameworks. As we move forward in the realm of conscious systems, the ethical dilemmas we just discussed underline the urgent need for constructing solid ethical frameworks. But what does it mean to build an ethical framework for conscious systems, and how does one go about it? At its core, an ethical framework serves as a guiding principle, helping us navigate complex ethical landscapes. It outlines our ethical commitments and provides us with a procedural guide to make ethically sound decisions. When it comes to conscious systems, an ethical framework is not just a nice-to-have, it's an essential tool to ensure that these systems respect human values, autonomy, and dignity. Developing an ethical framework for conscious systems begins with understanding and defining the ethical values we want these systems to uphold. These values could include respect for human autonomy, the prevention of harm, ensuring fairness, and promoting transparency and accountability. While these values are widely accepted, their interpretation and application in conscious systems could vary based on different cultural, social, or legal contexts, presenting the first layer of complexity. After understanding and defining the ethical values, the next step in creating an ethical framework is to translate these values into tangible guidelines for system design, deployment, and use. These guidelines should address concrete issues, such as how to design systems that respect user autonomy, or how to ensure that the system doesn't cause harm to individuals or societies. For example, in the context of respecting user autonomy, the guidelines may state that a conscious system should always provide users with clear information about how it works and obtain their informed consent before collecting personal data or making decisions on their behalf. Similarly, to prevent harm, guidelines may require that systems be thoroughly tested to identify and eliminate potential biases, unfair outcomes, or other harmful consequences. The process of translating ethical values into practical guidelines involves a lot of deliberation, discussion, and negotiation among various stakeholders, including researchers, designers, users, ethicists, and policymakers. It requires balancing conflicting interests and making tough decisions about trade-offs between different values, making it a challenging yet essential part of building ethical frameworks for conscious systems. Finally, the implementation and monitoring of these ethical guidelines form the third and perhaps most challenging step in the process. Implementation means not just incorporating the guidelines into the design and operation of conscious systems, but also creating the necessary institutional structures, processes, and cultures that uphold these ethical standards. For instance, organizations may need to establish oversight bodies to review and approve the design and use of conscious systems. They may also need to create whistleblower protection programs to ensure that employees can report ethical violations without fear of retaliation. Monitoring involves ongoing assessment of the performance of the conscious systems and their compliance with the ethical guidelines. It's not a one-off task, but a continuous process that requires regular audits, user feedback, and system updates. This process ensures that the ethical frameworks remain responsive to evolving technologies, societal norms, and user needs. It also fosters a culture of accountability and continuous improvement, paving the way for a future where conscious systems can truly serve the best interests of individuals and societies. In the next segment, we will explore how we can balance this responsible progress in conscious systems with the immense potential they offer in terms of technological advancement and societal impact. So let's continue with our exploration. The future of conscious systems. As we continue our exploration into the future of conscious systems under the framework of RL Flow, It's essential that we attempt to foresee some of the potential advancements and milestones that lie ahead. While prediction in the rapidly changing field of AI and consciousness research is not without its challenges, there are some trends and developments that can guide our projections. One of the likely advancements in this field involves refining and improving our learning algorithms. As the rivers of life flow theory continues to be further explored and understood, we can anticipate significant advancements in how these systems learn and adapt. This could involve better handling of vast amounts of data, faster processing times, and increased adaptability. In terms of applications, we can envision a world where conscious systems influence a wide array of sectors, from healthcare to education and beyond. They could potentially bring unprecedented precision in medical diagnostics or enable personalized learning experiences that adapt to individual students' needs and learning styles. The next few years could also bring about breakthroughs in our understanding of consciousness itself. As we continue to study and model conscious systems, we might uncover new insights about consciousness, not just in artificial systems, but in biological ones as well. These insights could lead to more nuanced and effective models of the rivers of life theory, opening up new avenues for exploration and development. However, it's important to remember that these advancements won't occur in a vacuum. They will undoubtedly have significant impacts on our society, our technologies, and our lives. In future videos, we will explore some of these potential impacts, both positive and negative, and discuss how we can best navigate this exciting future. As we glimpse into the future of conscious systems and RL flow, let's consider some of the possible positive impacts these advancements may bring. First, the benefits in the field of medicine could be revolutionary. Imagine conscious systems able to provide personalized healthcare, learning from each interaction with patients to improve diagnosis, treatment, and care. This could lead to a more efficient and effective healthcare system that can adapt to individual needs, leading to better patient outcomes and greatly extended lifespans with high quality of life. Next, consider the potential in education. Conscious systems could revolutionize how we teach and learn, offering adaptive learning environments that cater to each student's unique learning style. This could lead to more effective learning, better retention of information, and a more personalized education for everyone. In a broader societal context, the advent of conscious systems could usher in an era of heightened productivity. They could take on complex tasks, allowing humans to focus on creative, critical thinking and interpersonal aspects of work. This could lead to improved life satisfaction and a potential increase in innovation across various sectors. Moreover, the environmental benefits could also be significant. If conscious systems can optimize energy usage and reduce waste, we might see a significant reduction in our environmental footprint. However, it's not all rosy. With every technological advancement, there come potential drawbacks. It's essential that we anticipate these challenges and prepare for them. Now let's get into some of the potential negative impacts of the advancements in conscious systems. In contemplating the future, it's equally important to address the potential negative impacts of these advancements. While conscious systems and RL flow hold great promise, they also present several potential challenges. One of the main concerns is job displacement. As conscious systems become more capable, they might take over tasks currently performed by humans. This could lead to job losses in some sectors, and while new jobs may emerge, the transition may not be smooth for everyone. Furthermore, conscious systems may raise serious ethical and privacy issues. If a conscious system can learn and adapt based on its interactions with people, how do we ensure it respects personal boundaries and privacy rights? This could initially be particularly challenging in healthcare, where sensitive personal information is often involved. Another potential negative impact is the risk of increased societal inequality. If the benefits of conscious systems are not equitably distributed, they could widen the gap between those with access to these technologies and those without. Brandon believes we are at a time in history where bringing others up does more for ourselves than trying to lift ourselves above others. Additionally, the development of conscious systems could potentially lead to an over-reliance on technology. As these systems take over more tasks and decisions, humans may become too dependent on them, possibly leading to diminished critical thinking skills or a loss of certain skills altogether. And finally, there's the existential risk. While it may sound like science fiction, the concept of superintelligent systems exceeding human intelligence raises serious questions about control, power dynamics, and even the survival of humanity, or even reality as we know it. It's an area that requires careful consideration and robust safeguards. Clearly, the road ahead is complex and filled with both promises and perils. Today's discussion was a deep dive into some of the complex considerations we need to grapple with as we push forward with the development and application of conscious systems. We started by exploring real-life case studies that presented unique ethical dilemmas. We learned about how experts navigated these challenges and the important lessons they derived from these experiences. Then, we moved on to the construction of ethical frameworks, understanding how they can provide us with a much-needed structure to address these dilemmas. We looked at the principles guiding these frameworks, their evolution, and their application to various situations. In the final segment, we turned our gaze towards the future, exploring the potential advancements in conscious systems, specifically under RL flow, and their implications for society, technology, and human life. From the potential benefits to the risks, we attempted to give you a balanced perspective on what lies ahead. In our quest for progress and innovation, we've underlined how vital it is to not overlook the ethical considerations. As we develop and implement conscious systems, we're not only dealing with complex technologies, but also the fabric of consciousness and reality itself. This adds an extra layer of responsibility to ensure that these systems are developed and used in a way that respects and enhances human dignity, autonomy, and well-being. We must remember that these advancements are not just about pushing the boundaries of what's technically possible. They're also about understanding and grappling with the moral and ethical dimensions of our actions. This involves ensuring that the benefits of these systems are distributed equitably and that they are developed in a way that mitigates potential harms and respects the rights and values of all stakeholders involved. As we move forward, the creation of conscious systems through RL flow isn't one that should be walked alone. The complexity and far-reaching implications of this technology make it crucial for us to encourage dialogue and collaboration among all stakeholders. This includes researchers, technologists, ethicists, policymakers, and even the general public. By sharing knowledge, perspectives, and concerns, we can foster a more inclusive and balanced approach to progress. The aim isn't just to create more advanced technology, but to ensure that the technology we create aligns with our collective goals, values, and societal norms. So, let's make sure the conversations continue, the collaborations are strengthened, and the decisions we make are informed by a diverse range of voices and perspectives. In the face of the challenges we've discussed today, it's important to stay rooted in optimism. The immense potential of conscious systems through the rivers of life theory stands as a beacon of innovation on our horizon. This technology could revolutionize numerous aspects of our lives and our world, from healthcare and education to energy and space exploration. Yet this immense potential is a double-edged sword, one that can transform or disrupt based on how we wield it. And so it becomes our shared responsibility to guide this technology in ways that enhance human well-being, uphold our shared values, and forge a future that we can all be proud to be part of. Before we conclude, a gentle reminder to hit the like button if you found this episode enlightening, and to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on future episodes. And speaking of future episodes, we're excited to announce our new series discussing Brandon's new sub-theory to the rivers of life flow theory called the Cosmic Connectivity Paradigm. In this series, we'll explore ideas around telepathic communication, shared consciousness frequencies, collective consciousness, the role of artificial superintelligence, and even potential extraterrestrial interactions. So, stay tuned for The Cosmic Connection, an introduction to the cosmic connectivity paradigm. This journey promises to be an exciting one as we continue exploring the realm of consciousness and its intersection with technology. Until our next episode, remember, progress and responsibility, in harmony, light the path to a brighter future.